What is going on, guys and girls? It's been a while since I went live, but I thought this would be the best time to do so. I recently created a free tool. This was honestly something that I was playing around with, and I was using the tool called Bolt.new. It is very, very easy to use. I would definitely recommend you guys check this out if you would like to build any full stack tools, if you like to build any custom software, or if you like to build something, an integration with your website. You can do a lot of different things with this tool. Essentially, it's like a AI powered software engineer, and allows you to prompt, run, edit, and deploy full stack web apps, as it says on the website. So you can start a blog. I already created a video on that. You can build a mobile app. You can create doc site. You can create a video. You can draft a presentation. You can do a lot of different things with this tool. Definitely one of the most exciting tools that I've used recently. So essentially, how I created this tool, I did a whole video on it, but I just went ahead and told the AI what I wanted to create. I just told it I wanted to create a content optimization tool where I would be able to enter some information, and then I'll be able to get that information audited. And then from that audit, I will be able to get recommendations that I can follow to write a better article. So this is what the tool looks like. If you want to check it out, I think the link is in the description. Yep, it is in the description. Just want to make sure that my live is working properly. So once you click onto the link, it goes onto the content optimization tool, and it's very easy to use. The first thing that you need to do is enter your Open API key. Now, if you don't know how to get that, head over to openai.com/login. Yep. And then you want to head over to API. And then from API, I believe settings. Yep. And then from settings, you head over to API keys. And that's where you'd be able to see your API keys. So you want to create a new secret key, and then you're going to copy over that key, and you're going to paste it into this section here. So the API key is stored locally, never sent anywhere else. And as you can see, it's actually blurred as well, so you wouldn't even be able to see it when you're using it. Of course, you can click the icon, which will reveal the Open API key. If you're using it on your own browser, that's totally fine. But you want to make sure that you're keeping your Open API key safe, and that you're putting it in places that's not storing it, so this isn't being stored anywhere. So you will need to use your own API key because it makes the AI, the tool, work a lot better. But once you have it set up, then it's very, very easy to use. I'm going to head over to a website that I wrote some content for, and we're going to open up an existing blog. So you can do this for, let's say, a competitor. You can do this for a top ranked blog post. You can do this for any article in which you would like to replicate. So let's say, for example, I wanted to, let's find a longer article. So let's say I wanted to do a competitive analysis of this article. So first, I'm going to obviously copy over all of the content. And then we're going to head back over to the tool, and we're simply going to paste in the content and then click analyze. It takes a little bit of time, but that's because it's going to pull all the information. It is using OpenAI GPT-4 Turbo. So it's very simple. It's essentially setting this to OpenAI. It's going to take that information, and then it's going to give you back some outputs. If you guys have any suggestions and things you would like me to improve with this tool, let me know in the comments. If there's anything, again, that any questions that you guys have overall, you could also let me know. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So it's still analyzing. Again, it takes a couple of minutes, but it's not very long in my opinion. Some things in which I've been thinking about was adding in the ability to add multiple different pieces of content. So once it's finished, as you can see here, we get the main keyword, which is the cost to move in Canada. We get related keywords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 10 plus. And these numbers will actually tell you the amount of times that keyword was used in the article. So if it was used once, that's going to obviously be number 1. If it's used more than once, that will be reflected there. Then we have LSI keywords, which is latent semantic keywords. So these are keywords, again, that are that people would naturally use when they're writing about an article like this. So these are the keywords that's included. And again, we have that number. Then we have the content structures. So the content structure is going to tell you exactly sort of the outline for that article. So we see the H1s, the H2s, and so on for that article. So this gives you an idea for the outline that you can use within your own article. And then we get some best SEO practices that this article used. So keyword density is balanced, avoiding keyword stuffing, header tags are used effectively, internal and external linking is not mentioned, content readability is high with clear sections and bullet points, mobile optimization not mentioned, page optimization tips like image compression script could enhance performance, schema markup for articles for our FAQ sections could improve search visibility. So we get some SEO recommendations and SEO audit of the specific article, and then we get some improvements. So these are going to be the things, or the areas of opportunities for you. So these are improvements that you can make. So by including direct internal and external links, incorporating strategic keyword placement, enhancing content structure with more bullet lists, improve user experience, conduct a content gap analysis, identify and fill missing information, highlight Canada's unique benefits for immigrants to create a competitive advantage, and using schema markup. So again, we're getting some improvements here. And if you scroll down, the last thing is one of my favorites, which is a custom article prompt. So this will actually then take all of the information that the tool just gathered. It's going to take all of the information and then it's going to put it into one place. So you can actually copy this over and paste this into ChatGPT, paste this into Claude, and write your full article. So it first starts off by having a custom prompt that is going to be the default. As an expert SEO blog post writer, write engaging content that incorporates lists, tables, and charts while following these detailed guidelines, which is writing in a specific tone and style, writing for specific key points, making sure that it's SEO optimized by following these sort of recommendations, following a right content structure by incorporating tables, using charts, writing for a target audience, individuals and families considering to move from Canada, unique value proposition, provide up-to-date and detailed information, and call to action. So we can simply just go ahead and copy over this prompt. I guess what is missing from here is going to be the topic. Now that I look at it, we would definitely need to include the topic of the article. So that's something that I will change on the back end, but you obviously would want to include the topic, right? And then even have some of the information from the article, such as the H1s and the H2s, so the AI knows what to include when it's writing the article. So let's go over to Claude. And then we're going to paste that in here. I'm going to add in the topic that you are writing about. Right, so that's going to be this topic here. And then if it's a newer article, of course, you'd want to get some newer information. So because this is about 2024 and costing, I would probably go on Google and find someone more information about, how much does it cost to move into Canada in 2024. So just go over to Google because I want to really write a good article. And then I'm going to copy over this information. I'm just going to copy over as much as I can. Right, we're gonna head back over to Claude. Here is some more update information to help you write better. So use it when makes sense. Write in Markdown and aim for 2,000 words. Okay, so we didn't really have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. It was already done for us in the prompt, but of course there were certain things and a little bit more of a manual touch that we had to make. So we can see the article is being written here. And we're going to compare this article to what we wrote from the previous method, which was just simply writing the article. But we're going to see if we're able to get a comparable article to the one in which we did a content audit for. And if you guys want me to do a live content audit of a blog post, you can send it over to me in the comments and I will do a live a live audit of that specific article. Okay, so this is the full article. Looks like it's finished here. It's about, let's see. It's about 700 words, which isn't bad by any means. I would definitely want to go ahead and expand this article, and you can kind of get an idea of how you can rank for that article. Sorry, I probably want to expand this article, and then from expanding the article, we get a longer article, which will increase the likeliness that you can actually rank for this specific keyword. So let's go ahead and do a quick other content audit. So this is another method in which you can use. Let's say, for example, I want to outrank the top 3 blog posts for a specific keyword. Let's say best running shoes for women, right? So we're gonna go over to one of the top ranked articles for this content. And we're just gonna go ahead and copy over all of this information to see how well the AI does. We're gonna refresh here. And we're going to analyze content. So the good thing about this is that you can use a lot of content because the token limit is very high and you are using your own API key. So be careful, about how much content you're pasting into here, because there is a big context window. So you can put in a lot of content and usually you're still able to get back really good outputs. So again, what I would do with this, I would expand it to 2000 words and we would run that. Are you dreaming of making Canada your new home? The real cost of moving to Canada, a complete breakdown, immigration application costs, understanding express entry, pre-move expenses, and so on. So again, we can compare that to what we have here on this article, and we can see if we're actually able to write a better article than the original. But I think this works the best if you actually go after or you use an article that is ranking number 1 or number 2, because that article is already optimized. So then you would actually get some key information that would be useful. There's no point in essentially putting in an article that's not optimized, because then it would kind of skew your results. Okay, so this article is finished. Best running shoes for women. That is the keyword, related keywords, LSI keywords, content structure, improvements, and a custom prompt. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over all of this information again. And this is finished. This is probably a little bit longer. Let's see. $1,100 words, not bad by any means. I would probably want something a little bit longer. Claude has been a little bit weird lately. But I'm going to tell it to write this article using the instructions given. Aim for 2000 words and write in Markdown. In this instance, I just copied over all of the content at once. I didn't necessarily just copy over the prompt. I copied over everything because I think you're getting a lot of good information here. So let's go ahead and just run this and see what we get back. And we can also do the same thing on ChatGPT. Aim for 2000 words. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we get back here. Ultimate Guide to Women's Running Shoes in 2024. Not bad. But again, Claude has been really bad, especially Claude Sonnet after the update. I'm not able to really get the content length that I'm used to. But again, if you would like to override that, you can probably use the API console. I find that you're able to get much more control and it will listen a little bit better. And most importantly, you can actually use the older model of Sonnet, not the newest model. And I find that that actually works better. Okay, so here is what we get back from GPT-4o. evolution of women's specific running shoes, criteria for selecting details, table, expert advice, and a conclusion. Pretty decent. Of course, it's not as great as I would like it to be, but I think this would just be a little bit of improvement in prompts. We'd probably have to expand the article a little bit longer, but overall it sets up the article really well. And I think the idea is well, because it takes a lot of the information that some of the top ranked articles are using, and then you can use that as a foundation to then create your own article. And you don't have to necessarily go out and use a paid tool like Surfer SEO. You can extract a lot of that information right from using a tool like this. Now, of course, I probably have to make it a little bit better to extract more information and have some more, other additions of things in which you would have, like, let's say when you're using Surfer SEO or Neuron Writer. But again, I think it's a really, really good starting point, and you don't have to pay for it, just using your API key. So I hope that you guys like the tool, and I hope that you guys will actually use it. If you guys enjoy it, then let me know. If you have any other suggestions of things in which you would like me to do with the tool, let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.